Taylor Swift just gave fans their first real glimpse behind the curtain of married life. And what's reportedly happening inside that home is turning heads for reasons nobody saw coming. It's been almost exactly a month since Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce said "I do" in front of 1,000 guests at Madison Square Garden, one of the most talked about weddings in recent memory. Adam Sandler officiated. There was no traditional wedding party. Instead, Taylor's brother and Travis's brother stood in as man of honor and best man. The couple reportedly donated millions to charity as part of the celebration. It was, by every account, the wedding of the decade. But now that the cameras have moved on and the guest list has gone home, a very different story is starting to leak out. One about what happens after the spotlight fades. According to an insider who spoke with the Daily Mail, the newlyweds have barely left the house. Not because anything's wrong, quite the opposite. The source describes Taylor as happier than she's ever been now that she's Mrs. Kelce, spending her days cooking, baking, and settling into a slower, quieter rhythm most fans never get to see. And it's not just the two of them adjusting. Taylor's cats and Travis's dog are reportedly merging into one household without a single hiccup, mostly because the dog joined the family as a puppy and grew up around the cats from day one. No turf wars, just a full house. But don't mistake domestic bliss for a loss of ambition. Travis is already back at training camp, gearing up for the new NFL season. And even with his schedule ramping up, the two are reportedly making time to train together every single day. A reminder that both of their careers demand serious physical upkeep. World tours and championship runs don't happen by accident. It's a small detail, but it says a lot about how these two operate, even in their most private moments. Then there's the part of the story that's almost old-fashioned, in the best way. Taylor is said to have sat down and handwritten thank you notes to every guest who gave the couple a wedding gift. In an era where a group text passes for gratitude, that kind of personal touch stood out enough that it made its way into the report at all. Now, here's where things get interesting, and worth a grain of salt, because this next part is still very much in rumor territory. The insider claims Taylor has been writing new music, and not just casually. According to the source, she said she feels more creatively inspired than ever thanks to married life, and she's reportedly been bouncing song ideas off the Haim sisters, her longtime friends and past collaborators. Nothing has been confirmed publicly, and there's no official album announcement, but it does line up with things Taylor herself has hinted at. During the finale of her Eras Tour documentary, she pushed back on the idea that her last album was her final one, leaving the door wide open for what comes next. And reports as far back as this spring suggested she already had a new record quietly taking shape behind the scenes, even if she was in no rush to release it. But maybe the most touching detail in the whole report has nothing to do with music at all. According to the insider, Taylor recently reached out to legendary singer-songwriter Carly Simon after learning about her Parkinson's diagnosis. She reportedly called to offer support, floated the idea of working together in the future, and sent Carly a massive bouquet of flowers as a gesture of care. It's a quiet, human moment tucked inside a story that's mostly about glitz and headlines. Proof that even amid the wedding buzz, she's still checking in on the people who came before her. And through all of it, there's apparently one small thing making Taylor melt every single time: hearing Travis introduce her as his wife. According to the source, she's been just as obsessed with calling him her husband, savoring a word she's clearly been waiting a long time to use. So here's the bigger picture. In just a few weeks, Travis heads back into the grind of an NFL season, and Taylor's quiet cats and dog and thank you cards chapter may get a lot busier, especially if new music really is on the way. For two people who've spent years living under a microscope, this brief stretch of normal, domestic life might be the most unexpected plot twist of their entire relationship. And if the rumors about a new album turn out to be true, fans may look back on this quiet, blissful month as the moment it all started to take shape.